Hey, welcome to Night Combos. It's Lovey here. So, we're going to look at a disciplinary report that Gypsy received while she was in prison, and also listen to a phone call that's been released from when she was in prison. Some of y'all may have seen or heard these, I don't know, but a lot of people haven't. So we're going to go over them and look at them and listen to them, and we'll talk about them. But before we do, thank you so much to our members, and also thank you so very much to all of our subscribers that's been with us from the very beginning all the way to now. And thank you so much to all of our new subscribers. We are truly so grateful for every single one of you. We love and appreciate every single one of you. You all mean so much to us, and we see that y'all have been hyping our videos. Thank y'all so much for that. It's a free way to help us and our video and the channel and our community that we've all built here. So thank y'all so much for that. Y'all are truly amazing. Every single one of y'all are. And hubby and I are so grateful to have the family that we have here. If you're not already, please make sure you subscribe, like, share, hit the notification bell so that you don't miss any of our videos, and leave your thoughts and opinions about everything we go over in this video in the comment section down below, and we'll be conversating with y'all like always, and we would appreciate it so very much. Okay, so most of us know that Gypsy has always stayed in trouble. The whole time she was in jail, prison, everything. And I say jail meaning those couple weeks or few days that she was in jail in Wisconsin before she was transferred back to Missouri to the Chillicothe Correctional Center. Sorry, y'all. But most of us know that she was always staying in trouble. She was always getting infractions and privileges like phone time, visitations, things like that, visitation time, all of that. She was constantly, doing something to lose those privileges. Well, here's a report that we got from Haiti Joyless on YouTube, and it comes from Into the Weeds podcast. But y'all can see up here at the top, it says State of Missouri Department of Corrections Censorship Notification. And then it's got offender name, Gypsy Blanchard. They did put an E on it, so Gypsy Blanchard. But remember, she was going by that spelling for a little while. So it's got Gypsy Blanchard as the offender, and then over to the right of her name, it has her DOC number and her housing unit, 7C. So according to this report, it looks like an officer received something inappropriate, imagine that, from Gypsy and reported it. The report says the censorship committee has reviewed materials sent to you. Pursuant to our review of this material, we conclude that the security of this institution will be at risk if the material is delivered to you within this institution because the material either 1. Constitutes a threat to the security, good order, or discipline of the institution, 2. May facilitate or encourage criminal activity, or 3. May interfere with the rehabilitation of an offender. And then right up under the 3 things listed, it says, this conclusion is based upon the fact that the material contains inappropriate sexual behaviors, sexually explicit materials, and pictures. And then down here in the comments for additional comments, it says sexual explicit letter. And if you look down up under the lines for additional comments, where the blurred part is, it says material sent, and it's kind of blurred, so I'm assuming it's saying like material sent to, and then it gives the name of the person, and it says Jeff, and then the rest of it is blurred out. The date received was January 28th of 2020. And then down below you can see where committee members signed it and dated it as well, January 28th of 2020, and another committee member signed it on January 29th of 2020. When hubby and I first looked at this, we were like, what was she trying to do? Like, we all know that she's very sexually explicit and hypersexual, but we also know that she was constantly running to officers as soon as she got to prison, telling on any other prisoner that she possibly could. You know, writing reports constantly and, you know, handing it off to the officers, you know, trying to get other girls in trouble as much as she could. She was constantly doing that to the point that she couldn't hardly make friends. No one liked her. Did she think that this officer liked her? Because we all know Gypsy believes in her head that every man in the world wants her and thinks that she's hot stuff. Did she think she was going to get favors from this officer? Like, what was it? Because that's what hubby and I were thinking. What did she think she was going to get out of this? What were you thinking by doing this, Gypsy? Keep this in mind, though, as we watch and listen to the clip we're about to go to. Gypsy Rose Blanchard, you are such a liar. Please get therapy for a lifetime. I'm not being mean either. A narcissist seriously needs a lifetime of help to at least try to be a better person. The secret to that, though, Gypsy, is you have to want it. You know, like you claim you do, but people won't let you do, which is be a better person. We don't need to let you do anything. You can just wake up and say, hey, I want to be a better person. I'm going to do everything I can to be a better person. How many times do we have to explain it to you, Gypsy? Those of us out here with a brain can see straight through the lies. We know that your little feel sorry for me baby voice is as fake as the soulmate act that you and Ken keep trying to sell. The only ones falling for it or pretending to fall for it are your brainless cult minions that drink your Kool-Aid and just want to get a little further up your bum for whatever reason. We don't know why, because they sure as heck don't really get anything out of it, maybe other than a little money and things bought for them. Guess that's worth it for them, though. What do y'all think? Okay, so jumping over here to TikTok, we're going to listen to this one phone call that Lauren Cherie, aka Mommy Needs a Nap, posted up on her channel so that we can talk about it. Okay, so we're going to listen to this, and I'll probably pause it while it's playing, just to talk about it a little bit, but I will let it play all the way through without interrupting it at the end.
Hello, you have a call at no expense to you from
Gypsy Rose,
an inmate at Waukesha County Jail. To accept.
Before we even get started into the call, did y'all hear how she said that? Like, you have a call from, and it's her recording her own voice, and she's got a different voice going on than what y'all are about to hear. And it says, you have a call from, and Gypsy says, Gypsy Rose. All happy and excited, but she's still doing that little baby voice a little bit. But Gypsy Rose.
To confirm you accept.
Hey, sweetie. Oh. How you doing today, baby? Had a rough morning, but it got better after I got to take a shower.
you can barely hear it, but Christy comes on the line and says, "Hey, baby." And you can barely hear Gypsy because she's in her little baby voice stage, because remember, at this time, and she's at the jail in Wisconsin. This is before she was transferred back to Missouri. Well, I say back to, meaning like back to where the crime was committed. But before she was transferred to the women's center, Chillicothe Correctional Center in Missouri. But you can barely hear her say, "Hey." She's got to sound innocent like a little baby.
Oh, well, that's good. Well, guess who's on the side of me? I can't wait to talk to you. Daddy? Your daddy. Here he is.
Thanks. Daddy? Your daddy. Here he is. Thank you. I mean, that is so Stop it, Gypsy. Stop. She still does that voice to this day. It's absolutely ridiculous.
You? Hey, Daddy.
Oh, my God.
Are you hanging in there? I'm trying. I'm really, really trying. Yeah, I bet. It's extremely hard. You feel tired?
Okay, wait a minute. He said, "How are you doing in there?" And she's like, "Okay," or whatever. And he's like, "Yeah, I bet," or whatever. Something. But then she goes on to say, "It's extremely hard." But Gypsy, you said that as soon as you got to jail, as a matter of fact, as soon as your mom was gone, you felt so free, you felt so much better. The first time you've ever felt happy, truly happy and free was when you were in prison. After they locked you up, that's when you finally felt like you could be yourself and felt happy and free and all of that. And now you're saying it was hard. Aw. Don't unalive your mom then.
Oh, yeah. And it's like being here, I've never, ever been in a place like this before. And being in jail is not easy. I say, if there's a heck, I'm in it because heck is jail. Yes, I mean, it's going to be a hard thing. It's going to be, baby. The hardest thing. And I'm like, if you wake up and they give you dry cereal, like a small cup of dry cereal, and they give me at least my seizure medication, and but I have to pay like $20 for it.
Wait a minute. She just said that, okay, she wakes up and she gets dry cereal. So what? People eat dry cereal all the time. Get over it. And then she says, but they give me my seizure medication. Thought you didn't need seizure medication, number one, Gypsy. But number two, what do you mean you have to pay $20 for it, Gypsy? No. That is not the way that works. No, absolutely not. You don't have to pay for your medications when you are in jail or in prison. No, you're the state's property at that point in time. Even for people who have just gone to jail overnight or something, while you are in custody, no matter how long it is, you are a ward of the state. You are the state's property. Okay? You're the state's responsibility. Kind of like you're supposed to have responsibility over your baby right now. Remember that, Gypsy? Yeah. Anyway, the state had to take care of you. So no, you were not having to pay $20 to receive seizure medication. If, and that's a big if, you were actually receiving seizure medication, then that came out of our pockets, okay? We were paying that. Not you, Gypsy. Not you. Just like now, how you don't have to pay for anything. Everything's just handed to you and given to you. Yeah, we pay for that. Any medical treatments you get, any medicines you get, The food you eat literally comes out of our pockets, taxpayers' pockets, not yours, Gypsy. You did not have to pay $20 for medication.
And but I think it's $20 only once.
I believe that's her trying to get money to, I don't know, because she was in jail here and she was waiting to be transferred to back to Missouri to Chillicothe Correctional Center. So I don't know what she was trying to do. She didn't really know how long she was going to be there. Maybe she was trying to get money for her books so that she could buy people's protection, maybe, so that she could, I don't know, buy sweets and things like that. But I thought you didn't know you could eat food, actual food, Gypsy. But here you are eating a sandwich while you were in the interrogation room. Happily, you ate it at Nick's house just fine. You also ate at the hotel right after unaliving your mom, which is sick. But we're talking about you, though, aren't we?
And I take it 2 times a day. And then after that, they give you another tray of food that is basically bread and food that I don't eat. And for dinner, it's the same thing, food that I don't eat. So I'm basically living off of bread and cookies and water from a faucet that's connected to a toilet.
Oh my gosh, she's gonna start crying. So they give you a tray after they give you dry cereal in the morning, which, people do that all the time. Nothing wrong with that. I mean, be happy you even got that, okay? Some jails don't even give you that. I mean, seriously, look up jails and prisons in the U.S. Some, you only get 2 meals a day, and it's literally like a sandwich and a bag, and that is it. You get one sandwich that looks like it has old meat on it. If you look up pictures, that's dry with nothing else on it, and that's all you get twice a day, with water that comes from your sink that's hooked up to the same plumbing as your toilet. Yes, but she's complaining that she's having to live off of bread and cookies because she gets a tray of food that she doesn't eat. Gypsy, how do you know it's food that you don't eat if you claim that you never really got to eat real food until you got to prison? Remember saying that, Gypsy? Remember, you said that you never ate real food, which we all know that's a lie now. It's all come out. Matter of fact, the truth about all of your lies have now come out. And what hasn't come out will come out very soon. But we've all known that you ate real food. I mean, you were eating royal mashed potatoes at Disney World. You were eating cake full of sugar on a plane with a glass of milk, after saying that you were lactose intolerant and couldn't drink milk or couldn't have dairy products and couldn't have sugar. I mean, even milk has sugar in it. Let's be real here. But you get a tray of food that you don't eat. How do you know it's something you don't eat?
Yeah.
Y'all can tell Rod is completely disinterested in this conversation. She's sitting here telling him all this stuff, and he's just like, yeah. And that's it. Yeah.
But,
how often is somebody medically, professionally examining the baby?
They have a nurse here, but that's it.
Yeah.
And they have a psychiatrist that I can't really tell her much because if I tell her I'm sad or depressed or anything like that, they'll document it. And the last thing I need right now is to be locked up in a mental institution. So.
Yeah.
And
have you heard anything about when they're going to bring you back to Missouri?
Okay, Gypsy, don't forget to tell Daddy that they took you to a hospital from the interrogation room to be checked on to make sure that you had the medications that you needed in your system. So you had been checked out by a hospital. You had been checked out by doctors. So what's up with this lie here? I guess y'all, what do y'all think? Like maybe Gypsy thought that Rod and Christy had not spoken with the interrogators, the investigators or police officers or anything like that yet, and she thought that they didn't know anything, so she thought she could lie to them. Like that's what I'm thinking. She thought she could lie about having to pay $20 for seizure medication. Oh, but you only have to pay for it one time, and they give it to me twice a day. She thought that she could lie to them about not being seen by medical professionals, by doctors, being checked out by doctors before she was taken to the jail. And as far as her being locked up in a mental institution, no, just because you tell the psychiatrist that you're feeling depressed or sad or whatever does not mean they will automatically lock you up in a mental institution. No, Gypsy, that's not the way it works. Because remember, jails and prisons, they want to spend the least amount of money on you as possible. Because again, that is the government's money. That is our tax-paying dollars that is paying for that. So they use the least amount of money as possible to buy food, to feed you, to buy medications to give you, all of that. But not even being mean. I'm not trying to be mean or hateful or anything like that at all in any way. She does seriously need at least a psych evaluation. Now, I'm talking about now, like now, today. She needs one desperately. If she's not already receiving one, or if she hasn't already been 5150'd or put on a 72-hour psych hold, she desperately needs that. I mean, but y'all let us know if y'all agree or not.
About when they're going to bring you back to Missouri?
Not really. I had a video call from one of my lawyers, one that's filling in for Mr. Sam, and he said just basically don't talk to anybody about the case, that anything could be used against me, so even if it seems innocent. And as far as going back to Missouri, just hang in there. It'll hopefully be within the next 2 weeks. And it seems like every day seems to be getting longer and longer.
Yeah, I know it's not going to be easy, David. But you have to hang in there.
I'm trying.
Know that you have a lot of people that love you, care.
I didn't know anybody's number. And so whenever she had called my lawyer, I'm like, thankfully I can get in touch with my dad and be able to, try and explain things to him. And unfortunately, I still can't explain things to you on the phone here while I'm in Wisconsin.
I don't want you to explain anything. Not right now. I have a lot of questions, obviously. I'm confused.
I bet. I know what those questions are.
I bet.
And, that's the reason I didn't get off the boat, because, I really wasn't sure on what kind of relationship you and I really had.
Did y'all hear that? He literally said, that's why I didn't get off the boat, because I didn't know what type of relationship you and I really had. So, Rod, you hear that your daughter, which, it's your first daughter, your oldest daughter, Gypsy, because we all know you signed over your rights to Nicolette, your second daughter that was born just months after Gypsy by a whole nother woman, while you were over here banging Christy and, having even more babies with her, which is Dylan and Mia. you, Rod, found out that your daughter, who you have at least talked to, we know you didn't have anything to do with her, you didn't care to see her or spend time with her, and you have admitted that, and it was because you thought she wasn't even going to live that long, so that's why you didn't bother to even see her or spend time with her, which is crazy coming from a parent. You would think they'd want to spend as much time as they could with their child, especially if they thought they were fatally ill and they weren't going to be here that long. But Rod had heard that his daughter, that he at least spoke to on the phone and kept in touch with over the phone through the years, and saw, for a while until they moved to Missouri, and then maybe saw once or twice after that. I'm not completely sure on that. I have to go back in our files and look to be exactly 100% sure on that. But he at least kept up with her over the phone and kept in touch with her over the phone. He heard that that daughter, Gypsy Rose Blanchard, had unalived her mother, the mother he was married to, the first woman he was married to, right before he was married to Christy, or right before he divorced her and then married Christy. Y'all get what I'm saying? Had unalived her own mom and was now locked up for it and being accused of first-degree unaliving, and he didn't get off the boat because he didn't know what type of relationship they had. Are you freaking serious? I don't care what kind of relationship you have. You at least know that you've kept up with her over the years, so why wouldn't you be like, I gotta go. My daughter's just been locked up for first-degree murder, so I gotta go. I mean, that tells you right there, he could have left and got off the boat if he needed to, but simply just chose not to. It's like he does not care. He don't give a dang. He really doesn't. He really does not. He could care less about her. Okay, let's go back to the call.
I mean, I don't know if I haven't spoken to you without your mama being right on the side of you.
Well, to be honest, Daddy, I understand that we haven't had a chance to get close in a long time, probably my whole life, but truth is I've always wanted to get close to you. Far apart we lived, and of course you having a job, we never got a chance to have a real close relationship, and I want that. I really want to build a good, close relationship with you, and it's like I don't want you to ever think that I'm mad at you or that I don't love you. I do love you, and I love you in a way that I know that we're blood, but I honestly want more than that. I want to build a relationship with you, and I want to get to know you, and I want you to get to know me.
Oh my goodness. Did y'all hear that? Does that sound odd to anybody else? Or was it just hubby and I? Because hubby and I heard that part and we both looked at each other like, say what? Because we all know how Gypsy's mind works, right? We all know that her and Rod were emailing back and forth to each other, and she was encouraging him almost in a way to continue to cheat on Christy, calling him pimp juice and all of that. But way before those emails was this phone call to her dad from jail before she got to prison, telling him, I don't want you to think I don't love you, because I do. And I love you in a way like, I know we're blood, but I love you. I love you in a different way. Is that's almost like what she's saying, like, I want a relationship with you. I want to build a close relationship with you. Like, y'all get what I'm saying? Like, it just sounds odd. It sounds off. It sounds weird. It's like she's going on and on about this closeness and love that she wants with her dad, almost like she's talking to one of her pay pigs, or like she's talking to like a man that she, I don't know, that she got in touch with and is dating or something. Like, I want to love you in a different way. Like, I know we're blood, but I want to love you in a different way. I want a closeness with you. I want to bond with you. I want this relationship with you. It almost is as if she is making it sound intimate with her own dad. Do y'all get what I mean? Did anybody else get that from that part? Let us know, because we thought that sounded really off.
I know that on the news, they're painting me out to be this horrible person, but you know my heart, Daddy. You know that, everything Mama told you is true. I am truly a good girl, and, I've always loved you, and I would never hurt Mama, and I know that you probably have some questions about, probably my health.
She just said that her dad didn't know her that well. That's why she's wanting this closeness, this bond, this relationship with her dad. This love, this really strong love, and all of that. But now she's saying, you know my heart, and I'm a good girl, Daddy. I'm a good girl. Which is weird, the way she's calling him Daddy. I know that's her dad, but remember, she's 24 years old here. She was right before turning 24 years old when she unalived her mom. She was about a month and a half away from turning 24 when she unalived her mom. So technically she was 23 here, but she was right about to be 24. Saying, Daddy, Daddy. That's what she was calling men that she would talk to in prison. Okay, back to the ending of this really weird, odd phone call. Gypsy Rose Blanchard, you're a weirdo. I'm sorry, I gotta say it. You're a weirdo. I mean, a sociopath and a narcissist and all that too, and a pathological liar, but you're weird.
And what happened to Mama and stuff like this, and I'll be able to explain that whenever I'm in Missouri. Just know that I'm innocent and know that I'm still your little girl.
Oh my God.
Thank you, David.
He don't know what to say. You can tell that Rod doesn't know what to say. He's like, she's like, just know that I'm your baby girl. Just know that I'm your baby girl and that I'm innocent. And he's just, he doesn't know what to say. Like, yeah, that's the truth. That's the truth there. That's all Rod knew to say.
I just know I love you, and as soon as I get to Missouri, I'm gonna want to see y'all.
Yeah, we'll be there.
Okay.
We'll be there.
Okay. I'm gonna hang out now, but I just wanted to get in touch with you so I could at least have some comfort for tonight.
Yeah, we're hanging there, Golden. We're gonna be there. We'll always be there for you, okay?
Okay.
I love you.
I love you too.
And I'm not mad at you at all.
Good.
Okay?
Good.
Don't worry about that. You're good, okay?
Okay.
Call back tomorrow if you can.
I will try.
Hello?
Was that not the most weird and odd phone call that we've heard on this channel so far? Like, to us it was. Especially that part of her, like, sounding like she almost wanted to be intimate with her daddy. And just please know that I'm innocent. And to know also that she was constantly being sexually explicit while in prison with just about everybody she emailed with that was male and female, really. Either one, it didn't matter to her. You know, she was constantly being sexual. But she thought she was going to get away with being that way toward an officer for what? What do y'all think she thought she was going to get out of that? And what are y'all's thoughts on the phone call? Do y'all agree that she was being a little bit too weird during that part talking to her dad? And I wasn't being mean by calling her weird or a weirdo, but I mean, let's be real. She was being weird. I mean, I'm not trying to be mean or a bully or anything like that. I'm just saying, let's be real here, okay? Let's be adults and be real. She was being weird. She was. But y'all let us know y'all's thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below, and we'll be conversating with y'all like always. I'm going to play that video all the way through for y'all without interrupting it at the very end, so that y'all can hear everything all the way through. Again, thank you so much to all of our subscribers. We truly love and appreciate every single one of you. We are so grateful to have all of you as a part of our family here. We truly are. Y'all mean so much to us. Without y'all, we all wouldn't be a little family and community together here. And we really do appreciate that so much. And if you're not already, please make sure you subscribe, like, share, hit the notification bell so that you don't miss any of our videos. And leave your thoughts and opinions. We'll be conversating with y'all like I said. And don't forget, we have memberships now that we just started just the other week. So don't forget that we have that now. We're going to be posting some content for that here soon. So for those of you who are interested, that's available. Because it really does help support the channel. But also, y'all just being subscribed and watching all of our videos helps our channel as well. So even if you can't get a membership or don't want to get a membership, that's okay. Hyping our videos, which is a free way to help our channel and our community here that we've built, you know, really helps us out a lot. So we appreciate all of it. We appreciate all of you. Here's that video. We hope y'all have a good night and God bless, and we'll see y'all in the next one.
Hey, sweetie. How you doing today, baby?
Had a rough morning, but it got better after I got to take a shower.
Oh, well, that's good. Well, guess who's on the side of me? I can't wait to talk to you.
Daddy?
Your daddy. Here he is.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mark.
Hey, Daddy.
Are you hanging in there?
I'm trying. I'm really trying.
Yeah, I bet.
It's extremely hard.
You feel tired?
Oh, yeah. And, it's like being here, I've never, ever been in a place like this before. And being in jail is not easy. I say, if there's a heck, I'm in it because heck is jail.
Yes, I know. It's going to be a hardest thing. It's going to be, baby. The hardest thing.
And I'm like, if you wake up and they give you dry cereal, like a small cup of dry cereal, and they give me at least my seizure medication, and but I have to pay like $20 for it, and but I think it's $20 only once, and I take it 2 times a day, and then after that they give you another tray of food that is basically bread and food that I don't eat, and for dinner it's the same thing, food that I don't eat. So I'm basically living off of bread and cookies and water from a faucet that's connected to a toilet.
Yeah.
Yeah. But,
how often is somebody medically, professionally examining the baby?
They have
Well,
they have a nurse here, but that's it.
Yeah.
And they have a psychiatrist that I can't really tell her much because if I tell her I'm sad or depressed or anything like that, they'll document it. And the last thing I need right now is to be locked up in a mental institution. So.
Yeah.
And
have you heard anything about when they're going to bring you back to Missouri?
Not really. I had a video call from one of my lawyers, one that's filling in for Mr. Sam, and he said just basically don't talk to anybody about the case, that anything could be used against me, so even if it seems innocent. And as far as going back to Missouri, just hang in there. It'll hopefully be within the next 2 weeks. And it seems like every day seems to be getting longer and longer.
Yeah, I know it's not going to be easy, baby. But you have to hang in there.
I'm trying.
Know that you have a lot of people that love you, care.
I didn't know anybody's number. And so whenever she had called my lawyer, I'm like, thankfully I can get in touch with my dad and be able to, try and explain things to him. And unfortunately, I still can't explain things to you on the phone here while I'm in Wisconsin.
I don't want you to explain anything. Not right now. I have a lot of questions, obviously. I'm confused.
I bet. I know what those questions are.
And that's the reason I didn't get up the boat because, I really wasn't sure on what kind of relationship you and I really had. I mean, I don't know if I've ever spoken to you without your mama being right on the side of you.
Well, to be honest, Daddy, I understand that we haven't had a chance to get close in a long time, probably my whole life, but truth is I've always wanted to get close to you. Far apart we lived, and of course you having a job, we never got a chance to have a real close relationship, and I want that. I really want to build a good, close relationship with you. And it's like, I don't want you to ever think that I'm mad at you or that I don't love you. I do love you, and I love you in a way that I know that we're blood, but I honestly want more than that. I want to build a relationship with you, and I want to get to know you, and I want you to get to know me. I know that on the news, they're painting me out to be this horrible person, but you know my heart, Daddy. You know that, everything Mama told you is true. I am truly a good girl, and, I've always loved you, and I would never hurt Mama, and I know that you probably have some questions about, probably my health, and what happened to Mama and stuff like this, and I'll be able to explain that whenever I'm in Missouri. Just know that I'm innocent and know that I'm still your little girl.
Yeah, that's you, baby. Yeah.
And I just know I love you, and as soon as I get to Missouri, I'm gonna want to see y'all.
Yeah, we'll be there. Yeah, about that. We'll be there.
Okay. I'm gonna hang out now, but I just wanted to get in touch with you so I could at least have some comfort for tonight.
Yeah, we're hanging there, darling. We're gonna be there. We'll always be there for you, okay?
Okay.
I love you.
I love you too.
And I'm not mad at you at all.
Good.
Okay? Don't worry about that. You're good, okay?
Okay.
Call back tomorrow if you can.
I will try.